Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Summit Europe, our final game of this best of three. Later today, we do have more Summit action, though. We've got the Summit America, your lower bracket finals coming up. That will be North American Rejects versus SNA. Winner of that also comes to the Summit Liquid. To the disappointment of some, were knocked out yesterday, but hey, means we get a fresh face at a big LAN event. Of course, I'm LD, and I'm joined here today by Pip Muckle. And it's now time for RoX.KiS versus PR, game number 3.
Yep, and it couldn't be a better series here. Game 3 coming up, and we are fortunate enough to have a third game up underway because so far both teams are playing some excellent Dota, especially in the second game, just a back and forth game, as well as on the back of some crazy FNG plays up on his roster. Well, securing the win, and once again, Invoker first pick. Well, BZZ, he really likes his Invoker, it looks like.
Yeah, his Invoker was pretty decent last game. The only thing that was a little odd was the early point in Ghostwalk, but yeah, with no wards in the enemy safe lane, he just didn't feel safe. So his overall play, I felt, was very good. It was a game where, like, if you go late game as Invoker against Tinker, or even Prophet to a lesser extent, like, are you going to be able to do as much as them? Probably not. Global is the ultimate trump card in late game Dota.
Yeah, it's always so nice. And we saw this in this engagement where there was two people on top lane being taken away by... okay, so they didn't die, but I think one of them died. And then suddenly, like, everyone from the top lane switched over to the mid, and they even just crushed solo with it. And so far, well, speaking of the global, Ancient Apparition, a bit of this global lineup, as well as a Rubik. So JForce Rubik, FNG Ancient Apparition, that's pretty good stuff here coming out so far from Power Rangers. But it's very support-oriented, so they're not giving away any sort of their hands up on the course yet.
Yes, and I like the Shadow Demon Invoker opening. You get just a very reliable setup for Sunstrike, a good roaming support, also a good defensive support. Invoker is a hero that teams will often look to gank mid, so I think that's a pretty good opening for RoX.KiS. And on the flip side for PR, they've gone Ancient Apparition Rubik. Generally, when you see Ancient Apparition, you want to see him with someone to set up Ice Blast. So I'm thinking Centaur, Sand King, Puck. Who else is there? Clockwork's not too bad, although Hookshot's got a pretty long cooldown. Those are probably the main ones that jump to mind, but most of them are banned, so we'll see what they do. They go Prophet. Maybe we see a Spectre. Maybe we see a full-on global strat once again.
Yeah, just saying.
Yeah, that's an option as well. You're totally right.
It was a fighting Tinker. It wasn't an I farm and get some items Tinker. It was an I kill everyone on the side of RoX.KiS Tinker. So yeah, I actually enjoyed seeing this. We gave him a lot of crap after super early Blink Dagger and oh no, not Blink Dagger, but BOTs.
Well, I gave him a lot of crap. You don't have to take the bullet with me here, Pimp. It's okay.
Yeah, but I did as well. I was like, I'm not feeling it, yada yada yada, and
he played really well. His farm was pretty low. To be fair, I guess the Prophet was taking up a lot of the farm, and he was always worried about getting ganked. But yeah, I still think he could have done a bit better there. But yeah, end of the day, he did the job.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they won, right? So, and he was playing some amazing Dota, especially in those teamfight clutch decision makings and clutch arrows for Moon as well. So speaking, oh no, she's banned out. Oh, all right, no Morana this time around.
Oh,
but there's a Lina ban. Wow, wait a second, Lina ban. What is going on?
What do they know that we don't? Are we gonna see
670 range?
There's that like Lina Ags change where it goes through Magic Community with the ult, but I mean that's such an irrelevant buff.
Yeah, exactly.
I looked at that as like this is the silliest buff to an Ags ever. First of all, Lina Ags is very unlikely to be farmed, and even once it is, it's just There will be a game that proves me wrong where a team wins with Lina Ags, but that will be like the one game where it ever happens. I'm a hater.
Yeah, the thing is, it's nice that your ultimate goes through, but I mean, let's face it, you need your whole combination to take anyone down to like half HP in the later stages when you actually have a Aghanim Scepter. Maybe Core Lina could be a thing, but I'm not feeling it like at all. But yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe we're gonna see some sort of stuff evolving here. 6.81. It wasn't a long patch just yet, and it's still evolving. We see a lot of crazy strats coming from the Chinese teams, and there's so much crazy stuff happening. Offlane Void, and you know what have you.
Yeah, I think EG were actually the first ones to do the offlane Void. At least the first team that I saw do it.
All right, yeah, fair enough. But because I know it was Australians doing some crazy shenanigans.
I still look at the Chinese teams as the masters of stealing other people's strats and perfecting them. Not to say that a Chinese team has never innovated, but Even to this day, that is generally where we see them excel the most.
Oh yeah, LD. We got a Vengeful Spirit carry. Hell yeah, Power Ranger style. This is how I love those guys. Aggro Try, Ancient Apparition, Rubik, Vengeful. You've got all
Really?
the right clicks in the world, and then you just crush
Dude, these
people.
heroes are such food for rocks. If they don't
I
crush
don't
their tri
care.
lane,
They have to kill. Let's
they
do
have
this.
to frag really hard. If they just trade evenly, you walk into the mid game, you've got 4 food heroes for Sunstrike, Disruption, Hook.
Yeah. Maybe it's gonna be like a 2-1 here.
No, no,
You
I
could
think
go
I think
VS
you might
Ancient
be right.
Apparition.
Well, it's definitely a farming Venge. We know that for sure.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Um, it's a strong tri lane. They have the Venge Howl. You have Chilling Touch, magic damage, a lot of right click, 3 ranged heroes, good setup, good lockdown. But Rocks, they'll go for a more defensive style here, picking up the Treant Protector for Goblak, and they'll need one more hit to round this one out. That should be their safe lane farmer for solo. Let's see what's available for solo. Weaver would have been really nice actually, but PR did ban that. I think Lifestealer's not ideal against 3 range supports.
He really isn't. Although,
But yeah, they
you know what?
definitely need a ranged carry. They already have a tree as a support. Marana is banned. Windrunner, eh.
Yeah,
Well, there's not many great options right now.
But she dies.
It's time to check Dota2.com/heroes. Because the in-game hero list, as far as I know, is still really slow. Waiting for it to
I still
load.
think Lifestealer would be nice because you can just dodge every sort of projectile coming out. I mean, there's nothing which can go through his rage right now.
There's
Apart from his
Morphling.
Proud. Oh,
Morphling wouldn't be too
maybe.
bad here. He's it's a little bit of a weak tri lane. You're kind of defensive, but he's very difficult to burst down even if he gets caught, and can turn fights around pretty easily later on. So I think Morphling would be okay. Anyone else coming to mind?
Morphling doesn't fare too well against here, though. I mean, it's all right, but it's not like the end of all trades and.
No, I'm talking about for
Okay.
the tri lane. Like I think you put the
All
Invoker
right, okay.
mid here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want Invoker against this tri lane. He will feed.
No, absolutely not. And if you go up against TA, you just go Exort and have your Fort Spirit just take away all the reflection damage. That's pretty good. I mean, it's not like an auto win or something. It is still going to be very even. But Scandal is not going to be having his best time. He's going to be all right, as well as BZZ, but, it's going to be kind of even. RoX.KiS, they've got 1 more minute. They can just, I mean, oh, BZZ is actually drafting. It's not Goblak. He was drafting for quite a while now, I think. I'm still surprised.
He's in the
though.
captain slot, yeah. He technically right now BZZ is in the captain slot.
Although that's a Treant. I mean, Treant is like it's so.
This
Goblak
does look
style.
like a pretty standard RoX.KiS draft. So
Yeah,
even
yeah,
if BZZ is the one drafting, he's not diverging too much from their bread and butter style.
Still feels like a team decision. So yeah, 45 seconds. Come on, RoX.KiS, show your hands because we have no idea. Oh man, yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a morph. Oh.
Gyro is kind of food against these heroes in the tri lane. I don't know, man. They need a ranged hero that is difficult to kill, can lane well in the tri lane. Unless they want to just mix their lanes up and not go defensive tri lane. They could run dual lanes, maybe Tree +1, Shadow Demon +1. But I mean, it's like what? Shadow Demon Clock. I guess Shadow Demon Clockwork's not bad. You disrupt into cogs, and maybe Tree. I still think Tree Morph is okay. Tree Viper's food.
Oh.
Okay, it is
Maybe
Gyro.
they go Gyro.
Gyro in this game. If he's in the tri lane and he gets lifted or magic missiled, he's dead. Maybe they disrupt him, and living armor him, but he's at the very least he'll be driven back a lot. So, well, maybe with living armor and disruption they can keep him alive. I don't know. It's not gonna be the easiest matchup though.
Level 2, it's gonna be fine if you have the lead seed and your living armor, I think.
Yeah.
But beforehand, it's gonna be brutal.
Well, PR, do they actually go full on aggressive here? Doesn't look like it. They may just run the Prophet offlane. So they'll run a farming Venge in the safe lane. We don't see this very often. We do see occasional farming Venges, but I would say like 70% of the time they're aggressive Venges, either dual or tri lane. So just gonna take the safe lane farm early on.
And Yol sending down to the mid. Is this gonna be 2-1? Whoa.
Could be. Shadow Demon
right, I guess.
Clock. He might also just be here to drop some wards.
Yeah, maybe this way around. Just to have a bit of security up here for BCC. All right. Well, sounds good.
Yeah, RoX are a little bit afraid of the aggressive tri-lane. You can see they're hugging their tier 2. If you weren't afraid of the tri-lane, you would just be happy to send the tree off over like towards the tower, or scouting on the jungle a bit, maybe dropping on some wards. But they do not want to give up a first blood.
No, and they even don't want to get scouted out. It's now not that big of a deal anymore in Dota with a flying courier. Not scouting things out as much as they used to, but I don't know, like, there was a matter when everyone was scouting out lanes and just going aggro try. So yeah, it's an excellent invoker in the mid lane. BZZ is going to have so much damage going his way, but against the TA, you kind of need this sort of stuff. And
Yeah,
speaking of TA, Bottle Rush,
this
here we
is
go.
still a TA favored matchup if you play it right. End of the day, not hugely favored. It's more so the Quaswex that struggles, but a
Hmm.
well-played TA should beat a well-played Exhort Invoker, at least by a decent margin. So let's introduce our teams, guys. It's our deciding game number 3, RoX.KiS versus PR. The score indicator not working well. It seems it was borked by the patch, so hopefully we'll get fixed soon by Valve. But in the meantime, just so you know, it is game 3, tied up 1-1. On the dire side, we've got RoX.KiS solo playing that safe lane gyrocopter. Yol on the Shadow Demon, Godlike the tree, and BZZ on the solo mid invoker that you mentioned. That does leave Sudoy as the off-lane clockwork.
Yeah, and he's currently getting zoned out by FNG. Interesting to note here, FNG is actually playing the Rubik right now, so they swap this one around. So FNG on his Rubik. Moon is going to be handling his Vengeful Spirit, which is kind of his signature carry. Venge. J4 on the Ancient Apparition. Mid lane, it's going to be Scannel going up against BCC on his Templar Assassin. And of course, top lane, Cheshire Cat on his fancy looking Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, being very annoying with these trants just blocking the camps. There's still no camps spawned. He blocked both successfully for 2 rounds of spawns now. So Tree can just go jungle. He can just start right-clicking creeps, but they want to leave him bottom to zone out this Prophet a bit. Or leave him top, rather.
Yeah, and Yola's now checking some runes here. It looks like, or is he really heading down to the mid lane? I'm not sure, but the Shadow Demon Disruption is working wonders against the TA.
Yeah,
Oh,
these illusions will chew through refraction. And BZZ might need this help. He's already falling a bit behind in CS. Well, very slightly. With the dual lane, he'll catch up.
yeah,
Meanwhile,
but they
bottom
know.
lane, rotation there as well.
Ooh, that's a wraparound gank here, FNG. This is going in super aggro, but they do have a TP coming in. Cheshire Cat, they want this kill, Sudoi. Here are the trees, and a very nice body block. Lift up as well. And dare I say, it looks like a first blood magic missile comes crashing through Sudoi. Taking so much damage, Cold Freak. Is it going to be proccing? Yes, the body blocks from the tree and well executed. And this took them so long, but it worked out in the end. This is all that matters. Now suddenly you're looking at a very strong aggro try here. Aggro try, what am I talking about? But it's an aggressive try lane here in the bottom lane anyways. Here we go.
Yeah, that is the power of the off-lane Prophet. Not winning your lane, just go aggressive and take their tower down. So they won't take the tower, but take the first blood, and that was living armor just only being level 1. It's not actually that strong at the first level. Only the 4 damage instances blocked, and not that much damage blocked per level either. Only 20, so not enough.
Structures are fortified.
Yep. In the meantime, though, top lane is getting pushed in here by RoX.KiS, and they don't have the best lineup to just kill those towers, but Goblake with his 91 damage already, just helping out quite a bit here. And yeah, we can see the tower dropping fast, and that's a big deal here, I feel like. But meanwhile, bottom lane, Sudoi, oh, so close. Kind of getting caught out here, but it's going to be fine. There's too many creeps for Moon to just really follow it up.
Yeah, the one downside of the dive is they used like all their regen. J4 has no tangos, FNG has no tangos, and the Veg has no tangos. So actually they have one on Cheshire Cat,
Oh,
but
top lane.
they couldn't tango through the tree there. They will find
Oh,
the
the
Shadow Demon,
blocks.
dropping him back. He's now blocked by his own creeps. They're working against him, and with another right click, they'll get the kill.
And
Oh,
Cheshire
that's
Cat once
awesome.
again, like, this body blocks with the tree, and it's absolutely crazy. This guy's delivering so much, and well, he's got 2 kills to his name. All of the kills on the side of PR, and that was crazy. Even rotating in the Rubik, I didn't expect this at all.
That's
Because usually you can... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
Yeah, because usually you can just defend your tower with the tree and getting down these the creep aggro and just pulling it back. But yeah, Rubik making the big difference here. So much damage coming up from the Fate Bolt.
Yeah, the funny thing was that not only did he body block the support there, but then on top of that, the dire creeps are also blocking him. So he got double blocked by both by the treants and by the dire creeps. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, like the double block. So nice.
Nothing. It's like, man, I hate life right now.
Yeah, exactly. But that's a good one here. Scandal picking up a DD rune. He doesn't have a bottle. It's just now coming back to him, and well, A DD rune with a Templar Assassin, that's gonna hurt for the mid lane matchup, but yeah, I mean, it's gonna be Invoker. He's got Quas, he's gonna be alright.
Yeah, diving him for a kill is not possible as long as he's fairly healthy and stays far back. You also have to remember there's always living armor. There could even be a TP from Yol, so as Scandal, you're more interested in forcing a TP than you are in actually committing to a kill, because that's just a pretty risky play. They're going to wrap around bottom now, though.
Ooh.
And
And
this is
Sodoi,
not
he's level
looking good
4.
for Sodoi.
I think he's dead. Ouch. Yeah, definitely.
Definitely
can do.
confirmed dead, even with living
Yeah.
armor.
Confirmed, absolutely. And yeah, that's a nice lane here still. And what is Moon going to be heading for here? I'm actually not sure what his plan is going to be. Usually he likes his face drums. Oh, face? Okay. Well, that's the start.
Phase on Venge. I'd say we see treads a little bit
Ooh,
more
just
often for the HP. Sunstrike will come in. Cheshire Cat, he's trapped out, but he TP's out in time.
He's still taking damage. Oh, never mind. He's good.
He'll barely heal
This
up at
was
the fountain.
very close.
There's a cold snap available, but BZZ not proccing it just yet. He will now pop it. Where's that backup? The living armor. No mana for it, but just the cold snap alone. Now oh, actually, it just got used. There we go.
Yeah, but there's a new set of Reflection. Here we go. It's gonna be up on Scandal, and he can just Bottle Crow when he wants to, but here we go. There's a good rotation. Yol coming in, and now look at those illusions just destroying the shield. Your
Melt?
Scandal's gonna take a fall.
Oh, there's a Sentry Ward. Yeah, couldn't even meld to dodge those incoming auto attacks. Nothing to
Yeah,
do
RoX.KiS
but
are
die.
prepared. Yol, excellent game so far. Boots first once again. Making the difference here. Finding the pickers, finding the kills. It's 1-1 now, and well, securing the mid lane, that's gonna be crucial here.
Yeah, I feel like both of these teams have very underrated support players. J4 played some amazing Shadow Demon yesterday. We saw a great Sand King performance last game, and FNG, Yol, they've been impressive as well. Goblak, always, I think, probably the most well-known of these four, but I would say all four of these supports are barely known by the average Western or English-speaking viewer, but still very impressive players in their own right.
Yeah. I mean, it's rather hard to make those plays as a support. You're not making the flashy plays, the like, okay, gonna post this sort of stuff on Reddit because he's getting a rampage sort of plays. But the consistency is always the big issue here. And so far, especially FNG and J4, this is such a nice supporting duo. It reminds me a bit of Vici Gaming, actually. I mean, obviously Vici is like ridiculously skilled on FY as well as Fenrir, but they are very consistent, both of them. And they can play those playmaking heroes. And what we saw from FNG in the first game, this is just all-out aggression. I mean, it's great.
Yes, we want more blood, Pimp Muckle. We want more blood.
More killings! And we
Yes.
don't even have an axe.
Kill them now. Chop. They do have a profit online for Power Rangers, though. Sunstrike's available. We have Hookshot coming soon. Oh, this is actually, I normally don't care about cosmetics, but this Clockmaster's helmet it's like an Iron Man helmet. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's like from Team Fortress, from the Man vs. Machine update. It
Okay.
looks crazy. Well,
I'm
mid
a
lane,
fan.
BZZ.
It's a
Ooh.
common item, too. That's the funny thing is, sometimes you see these common items and they're like actually better than the main ones. Runs down FNG top, there will be a lift, tosses him back, and with the Shadow Poison stacking up the second one, not going to catch him. I think he needed 2 stacks there, maybe 3.
Yeah, it's
So
not
it's
that high
close.
up in the levels. He's maxing the Soul Catcher first, and that's a good decision considering the damage is getting increased by so much.
It's
but
good
yeah,
with
you
the
can't find those
Invoker.
kills.
He doesn't have to max
Yeah.
it. He could just take 2 points and then go for the max Shadow Poison, but we'll see what he wants to do.
Yeah, well, we're gonna find out very soon anyways. And also one more thing here. The Midas is gonna be up rather soonish here on the Invoker as well. So there is gonna be the big items coming out very soon. And if there is a Midas, there is a way to just kill stuff and get a lot of levels. And suddenly Sunstrike is gonna be hurting so much.
I'm looking forward to seeing what the Venge pick accomplishes for PR. Pimp, I feel like we haven't really seen much out of it yet. They haven't taken the tier 1 bottom with the point in Aura. She hasn't taken a point in the Aura, and well, they
No
got the
value
first
points.
blood there, but that's about it. So far, the Venge is just farming, but I do expect within the next like 3 to 4 minutes, we will see PR get more aggressive and try and use that Venge.
Yeah, they need to make this pick working out because late game, I mean, she's got a good Steroid spell. It's one of the best in the game, actually. And it's an aura, so that's nice as well. Pretty much like Drow. But she doesn't have any sort of range, and that's going to be hurting her. Especially against the Disruption, against Power Cogs, against even the Tree Ultimate and all that stuff. It's just so much control for her. And yeah, she needs to make stuff happen in the mid lane. Mid game, not mid lane. Yeah, what am I talking about? But yeah, so far, not seeing any of this. But I just want to say, like, give her 5 more minutes, and then there's going to be kills up onto her. At least 2.
Well, there will be kills one way or the other. RoX.KiS are
Oh,
rotating
yeah.
bottom. Looking for FNG or J4 here. They'll wrap around the trees, but it is daytime, so not the easiest gank. They don't have a hook shot, actually. The Clockwork just... That was a weird timing to go for a move bottom. I'd expect them to wait for a hook shot first.
Yeah, right. And a bit of mana up on the Clockwork as well. He can't really use it right now.
Yeah, that was a little odd.
Well, there's some items coming out though, so that's the big deal here, I guess. Yeah, looks like. And, well, is Power Rangers going to be pushing in here? They shouldn't. Although Sadoy's out of mana. Yeah, he has to go back to base right now. He's got his hook shot, but...
They can living armor the tower and just keep it alive if they need to, but I would like to see him get a bottle, or I guess he can farm Arcane Boots, but he needs some sort of mana regen.
Yeah. I like Arcane Boots into mech when there's no one else picking this one up.
Well, for the time being, we're 10 minutes in, and it's a pretty even game so far. 1,000 gold lead for Power Rangers, 2,000 experience lead. That's the Prophet's Midas starting to kick in a bit. The TA and Venge both farming very well. PR have pretty strong late game, a lot of right click, good burst damage, at least a dual core. You could argue between Ancient Apparition and Venge, you've got a tri-core. Those two combined should count for at least one late game hero. They're pretty legit late, but RoX.KiS.
There's so many ranged.
RoX.KiS
I mean, it's
looking to gearing up to fight more. They have drums on the gyro, Band of Elven Skin, level 6 coming soon on the tree, level 6 up on the clock. The only hero who's going for a slightly more farm-oriented build is the Invoker, but I'm expecting to see a lot of aggression from RoX.KiS very soon.
Alright, LD, Band of Elven Skin. This is a Yasha. There is nothing else you can buy with it, except for the power treads, which he doesn't buy because he's got face boots. Do you
Sanji
go
Yasha?
Sanji Yasha here?
I think it's okay.
Really? Why not go BKB, man? Like, BKB is so good, there is nothing which can stop you apart from a ground sprout. Oh, it's a ground sprout.
Could be a casual Yasha as well. Casual Yasha is not bad.
Alright, I guess. Yeah, that's a fair point. Well, Clockwork. Sadoy, he's got his level 6 up, he's got his power treads on him. That's so crucial here, so he can actually use his full combination. And where's the opening so far? We're gonna find out very soon here. And yeah, you mentioned it. There's gonna be people dying one way or the other. Who's gonna be favored though?
With the Trance scouting things out, also blocking a potential incoming hook. They're not going to find the opening. FNG will come in, but he won't find the lift. And now our clock looks again. Sadoy still fishing for that opening. He's spotted by the Radiant Observer. There's so much stuff in the way, and if he hooks in, he's diving a tower. There's a Venge available to swap it. Or no, hasn't skilled swap. She's level 8. What?
Surprising.
Hasn't skilled the R and hasn't skilled swap. This is... Normally you take, what, like 1 point in the aura for the value, and you take swap. I would say that's the most common build.
I mean, I can get around the 1 point up in the aura. That's alright. Because it even... I mean, it's a value point, but 12% as opposed to 8, that's not that crazy good. Anyways, now here we go. Okay, there's the lift up onto Godlex. He doesn't have his ultimate. He's still level 5. He gets dropped right there. Now,
did you see that damage? That was ridiculous. Now Sadoy comes in. He's going to vacuum in the Rubik with his clogs. Finds one.
Wow.
Hookshot already used. He'll try and bring down Moon, but the right clicks. The stun. Well, I'm not questioning Moon anymore after that. That was a lot of damage.
Moon is doing crazy work right here. And also, Scandal's rotating in, and BCZ just TP'd up to the top lane to just defend it. And this was costing them. There was a Sunstrike, but, I mean, to what extent? Rubik died. Anyone else? Well, Mighty Fine, 7 for 2 now on the board, 12 minutes in. And the Gold Graph, you can see the spike. It's spiking upwards. RoX.KiS, they have to be very careful to not lose this mid-game stage here.
Wow. Moon does not level swap until much later, I guess.
Doesn't, you know, like...
He's still not level yet. He's level 9. I imagine we'll see it at 10, 11.
I guess. I mean, you need it, kind of, right? You
it's
just swap
such a good spell. Like, not... Okay, level 1 swap isn't the best, but level 2 swap you definitely want to take.
Yeah,
I think if he doesn't take it, that's crazy.
Well, if he wins,
can't argue with results, huh? In comes the wave of terror. They'll find BZZ here, and no. Well, Now he's gone.
Oh, the clockwork hook shot. Narrowly
He's
missing
lucky he missed that. If he hits that, he's just dead.
there. Yeah, absolutely, actually.
There's
Really
4 heroes
big for
bottom.
Rock.
And they're tanky ones, too. 1,400 health up on Moon. I wonder if we see the Eggs rush. Maybe he goes BKB?
2.6k strength gain. Not K. Well, 2.6 strength gain every level up onto Moon. That's so good. And now, well, he's going for the BKB, and actually, there's only an overgrowth, as well as okay, maybe a clockwork hook shot, but that's it. That's it. And then, well, suddenly Moon is going to be providing the deeps here.
Yeah. He has taken
Very
swap
much.
level 10. Okay, my world is
Thank
not
God.
totally shattered.
Bottom tower is under attack.
I'm
Well, you
okay
can-
with this build. Level 1 swap is not the best. I was a little surprised he didn't
Whoa.
take it. Nice Sunstrike from the Invoker in the end. They'll find the kill here, but they're going to lose Sedoy, it looks like. Gets defensively disrupted. Now PR potentially forced back. Just kidding. Moon's strong. He's not afraid. Ancient Chenault comes through, won't connect. And that will allow them a safe retreat. So they do lose the profit there. But in the end, TA's got a Midas. They're still split pushing elsewhere, and this carry Venge pick seems to be paying off in a big way.
Yeah, well, making so much stuff happen all around the map. Cheshire Cat, he did die, and that was completely unnecessary, but, I mean, come on. It was alright. You get so much value anyways, all around the map. Double Midas now up, and as well as the mechanism up onto J4, so you've got the fighting items. If you want to go, that's the time. Scandal needs a bit of mana, though, and he's got 2k gold. You go Blink Dagger here.
For Scandal? Yeah,
Yeah.
I like Blink. Blink is really
Right.
good on TA. You could go Yasha or Drums, and BKB Rush is an option, but there's Overgrowth, there's Demonic Purge, there's Clockwork Hookshot, and just Cogs to isolate you, so... Yeah, I think Yasha or Blink Dagger. He goes Yasha.
Alright. Yeah, why not? And
It's-
also,
It's good. It's
Oh.
a lot of damage. It helps you split push decently well, and synergizes quite nicely with the Venjar as well.
yeah, well, and there's Necrobook coming out. So the super standard Exit Invoker Midas into Necrobook coming out here from BZZ. The thing is, though, there is a lot of things to deal actually with a Necrobook. You have your TA Splash, you have some minions up on the Nate's Prophet. Is this going to be worth it?
It's still good for split pushing. But yeah, they're not gonna be like useful. They might not be the most useful in fights. It's also not a very fast Necro 3.
Mhm.
We saw at Starladder when Resolution had his like best Invoker games, he could have a Necro 3 by like 18 minutes with the Midas and these items as well.
Oh, wait. Oh, Yol's getting caught out in the top lane. That's a lift off. Well, that was kind of not perfect, but who cares? Yola's going to go down here. Well, maybe not. The damage block come into play, and the Nature's Prophet ultimate not bouncing.
No.
Yola's still alive. Now he gets his Purge, but is it going to be enough here? No, it's not.
Nowhere to
That was a
go.
crazy
Power
goal.
Rangers looking good in game number 3. They lead 9-3, up by 6k gold, 5k experience, and RoX are just forced to trade at this point. They'll split push the bottom lane, but J4's in position. He's got his ultimate ready. In come the TPs. TA's going to chase this one out a bit, dropping the Ice Vortex, slowing them down, and now the traps are out. There's no Force Staff. He's only gone for the Necro Book, and then you're swapped. They'll turn around in the nick of time. They find BZZ. That's a level 2 swap. Easy for Moon. Then Sedoy comes roaring in. They will drop a call down here. This connects on only one. They're just on the periphery of it. I might have hit a second hero with that second bounce, but it's not enough damage. Solo gets isolated, trapped in the Sprout. No BKB, nowhere to run. Getting outright clicked by a Vengeful Spirit, and down he will go. Then the Meld Strike. It's 4 heroes dead. PR running away with this one, and RoX.KiS on the verge of getting
Yeah.
knocked out of the Summit Europe.
Oh, they didn't have a reveal. Alright, I was wondering why the hell Scandal like to chase for Treant Protector who went invis. But yeah, speaking of Scandal, suddenly another 2k gold. He just found it. He's got an offshore account somewhere laying around, and he's just getting all the money here. Do you still go back for Blink? I don't know. Just go BKB, I guess.
Either one is fine. Like, they can win. They can take this late. PR have equally good. I would actually say better late game than RoX. I think where RoX excel is in the mid game with their team fight potential from the Gyro, Tree, and Clockwork. But PR have more damage potential. Their supports do more damage. Their Venge makes the TA hit like a truck, and the Prophet, obviously a solid late game hero in his own right. So, the only way I see RoX winning this late is if they get an ultra stacked gyrocopter. Like, I'm talking 4, 5, 6 items. But Solo now with Yasha phase drums. He hasn't itemized for the game. You mentioned going BKB first. Yasha first, phase drums, very mid-game oriented build. I mean, this is a lot of item that could be a Helm of the Dominator, could be a BKB. And not to say it's a bad build, but if you want to go late, you don't build this way. They wanted to fight, and that is just that first fight bottom. The tree just got slaughtered, and then they were 4v5, and it all fell apart from there. Now they're on the back foot.
Eviscerating the tree is so big in those fights. Because tree, I mean, a leech seed and an overgrowth, as well as a bit of living armor here and there. That's just so crucial. Even the nature skies is going to be coming into play here very soon. And, well, he's only level 8. He needs a few more levels, and he can't really find it right now, because as a tree, you can't really farm. Like, what can you do? You can try to leech seed or somehow, some way, but it just doesn't work. You need some towers and some 1-fights, and so far, Goblek, 0-1-1, 20 CS, and that's not that great, I guess.
He went for a medallion, but they have a trap in the pit, so they'll spot this one out. And RoX.KiS, do they sentry? Do they at least check to see if there's vision of this? They don't. And now the Ancient Apparition ult comes through. This one's going to connect on 4. They see it coming, they try to run, but, well, this Roche attempt's over. Prophet ult splashes in, and suddenly everyone at half health. Yol? No, it's not the direction, my friend. No, he'll throw the poison out and keep on running. But I think the Radiant are... I don't think they can take it yet. That's the one area where RoX.KiS will be very strong, is in the pit, but if they get a BKB on the TA or the Venge, which Venge has, then maybe they can do it.
Mm-hmm.
And now they've stolen... looks like Rocket Barrage.
I'm not sure they know Moon's got a BKB coming to him. No, they absolutely do not have any sort of clue.
So what happens when he BKBs and swaps in? What do you do? Like, you overgrowth or purge him, but how do you kill him?
You have to overgrowth.
Yeah,
you don't kill him.
You can't kill him. That's that they have no physical damage.
Yep. You just wait. You can't do anything else. You disengage. And then, well, overgrowth is down, BKB as well, but this is just a theoretical approach here, and what's going to be happening? Well, we're going to find out very soon here. That's a very good ultimate, but...
Then they go for the swap, the BKB comes out, and there's just nothing. They can overgrowth this, but again, they can't actually kill the Venge. She's at full HP. Now she's chasing, and the hunt is on. Scandal cleaning up. The Invoker's going to fall. This BKB rush doing so much work on the Vengeful Spirit. And then on the other side of the fight, there was a hook in from Sadoy, but it's just not enough. 4 dead. It's 5. It could be a GG call any second. RoX.KiS could be their final moments in the summit. They get team wiped again. The Power Rangers. They're doing it. They're doing it. This BKB first, farming Venge, so legit. They have nothing on her when she swaps in.
And there was a very good overgrowth. It wasn't even that it was bad or anything, it just didn't matter. He just waited it out and killed everyone right afterwards.
I'll score now 18-5, marching for high ground. See ya, Megazord. The Power Rangers fear nothing. They'll bring down this Rax. They'll look for 2. And with a melee and a range down at 21 minutes in, the way to Roche now lies open. They can go back for the Roche. They've got more items coming as well. The Venge up to 2,200 gold. They've even found the Shadow Demon, and he'll fall. No, gets disruption off Scandal. Actually dropping quite low to this. He will go down. Maybe RoX.KiS showing some signs of life at long last. Yol, alive. They've gotten 2. Power Rangers have overstayed their welcome. They've lost 3. It's the throws. It's the throws. The Venge pops BKB. She'll try and duke her way out. She's strong, but I don't think she's this strong. Now she's forced to run. And now overgrowth. Now Moon will die. He swaps 2 feet away. He gives up a 700 gold bounty. And what looked like an easy lane of Rax and then back out. They stuck around. They got greedy trying to kill off the Shadow Demon. Pulled him down from the high ground to the low ground, but, well, I wouldn't call it a full throw, but it could be the beginning of one.
All right,
That's all I'm gonna say. Let's see what happens.
Crazy. I mean, they're morphing, but they're not mighty yet. So
they were mighty and morphing. Now they've returned to their initial selves.
Mm-hmm. All right, I guess.
It's a K-pop Tosis is saying it's a plot device.
Oh, all right.
It's just to spice up the storyline, so when they win, it's more exciting. They must have taken directions from Director 8 in that case.
All right, I guess. Well, shouldn't even. So, all right. What can happen now? They are lurking at the Roche pit.
So the thing is, if PR goes Roche, like or if RoX goes Roche, if they get caught in the pit, either team to me, if they get caught in the pit, is in a lot of trouble. Solo does have BKB, but they can still just swap him and right-click him with TA, and he'll at least have to run if not die. So I don't think his BKB does that much. I don't think either team wants to go Roche. Like, going Roche, to me, is a suicide mission, unless you can sneak it, and both teams have their eyes on it now.
Yeah, you have to go roast with like one guy in the pit. So the AI is not going to be killing you, and on the other hand of side, the gyrocopter can't really just do too much. And well, gyrocopter, I mean, his whole killing power right now, he doesn't have too much damage. He's got 170. That's a good start, but he needs so much more. He's got a BKB
Really?
and 2k gold.
24-minute Midas. Okay. Late game
Yeah, he had his
secured. Here,
recipe for
the
time.
triple hand of money.
Gotta get that value, you know. I'm not feeling it, but Scandal is going back to his BKB, and that's a good choice here.
It's never too late.
No, not for BKB. Absolutely not.
They will
And
walk in
do-
the pit here.
Oops, no.
There is overgrowth and there's call down, but it's too slow. PR already
Oh.
get the Aegis, and now the chase is on. They'll blink in, drop a sentry, looking for Goblak. Then the Prophet TP's in. He's going all in. Cheshire Cat way behind enemy lines, tanks the Meteor. The Deafening Blast as well, still gets off the Sprout though. Then goes, backs off. Apparitional coming through. It will, well, Goblak gets caught by that one. He's gonna go down. And can they push through top? I think they can go in mid, start backdooring top, and take 2 lanes of Rex.
Yeah, they have the Necrobook minions just to tank it up, and yep, they even have those treants. All right, I forgot about those as well. And what can you really do? There is no media. Is there?
There is a tree buyback here. They can have one good fight with a BKB gyrocopter, but the swap's going to start up. That's not the way you want it to begin. No gyro buyback. Then Goblak comes in, but oh, the gyro actually barely living. Solo will go down in the end. He's still alive for a bit, but not long enough. Now Goblak isolated. Scandal dropping low, muscles him down with the right clicks. Then works on the tower. Sadoy's finding some backlane pickoffs, but not enough it seems. Gets sprouted, goes for the TP out. Scandal falls, but he still has Aegis. He'll be fine. Now Moon cleaning up. That's a triple kill for the support Venge. Swapped it with BKB, and they have no answer for that. Then the Sunstrike. Who cares? This is going to be 2 lane of Rex. It's probably about to be game. The Power Rangers stay alive. 2 lanes of Rex down. They can back off here. RoX may fight on, but they are climbing Mount Everest at this point.
Oh yeah, twice in a row without any sort of support there. So that's a big deal. And I have to say, like Sidoy, I'm not feeling the clockwork pick here. He was doing some crazy initiations, but whenever he jumped in, his team couldn't provide the deeps. This BKB up on the Venture Spirit was just doing so much work, and now, well, heading down for the Lincoln Sphere. He's gonna be picking this one up very soon here. He's just heading down to the secret shop because the courier is in use, and well, then round 2 fight again here, and that's
I don't
gonna be
even know what
brutal.
this
Power Rangers.
blocks. Like, I guess Demonic Purge?
Ah,
Cold Snap?
dude,
I don't know. That's
I guess.
I get he
I
wants
guess
to be
Purge.
super tanky when he swaps in, but like I think Lincoln's
Rocket.
does nothing. You should just
Totally
get a Manta or something. Get out of that overgrowth. Well, whatever. He's big. No questioning Moon. He's 8-1 and 13. no more questioning Moon. I won't do it.
Absolutely not.
I'll stop myself here.
Whatever he's doing some crazy stuff.
He's
Yeah.
perfect. He's literally a god of vengeful spirit. Here comes
Oh, he
the
sure
smoke.
is. Well,
Hook shot will find 2. That's a nice one by Sidoy. He isolates J4, but then tanks an H Personal to the dome. There's still a mech available. Gyrocopter marches in. He's got a BKB. Will unload it. Kills off 1. The H Personal is falling. But Moon's just going to man mode on him. Still has his own BKB. The Meld Strike just annihilates him. Then Goblak. That's 4 dead. And this could be their 3rd lane of Rex. PR can push in the bottom, and it's GG. RoX have had enough. They tap out. They're knocked out of the summit. It's only PR who survived from the CIS. And now they'll be the pride of the CIS, but it's Dog and Fnatic we turn our attention to. They're waiting in the winners bracket finals. That will be your next summit match for Europe. It's not coming today. It'll be announced soon. Then the winner of that goes to the grand finals. The loser drops down to play PR, and well, then we get to the grand finals. Best of 5. Winner comes to LA. So things are closing or racing towards a close here at the summit. Man, my tongue has been twisted all day long.
oh yeah, I can tell a story with this one.
When your co-caster's admitting that, yeah, then you've had better
No.
days, but what can you do?
I was meaning my own one, but
Okay. Well, Pitmuckle, thanks for joining me. Before you go, any shout-outs? Where can people follow you? Tell the people more about yourself. Life
More about
story in a
myself.
minute.
Oh please, I would much rather prefer to just play the cameraman. But somehow, some way, it didn't work out yet. There is something happening at Valve, but it won't be in time for TI, I guess. So for now, I'm just being a small caster with a German accent, if you guys can bear it. So yeah, if you've got anything for me, just follow me on Twitter. It's you can see it actually on the right-hand side. I think I'm seeing it on screen right now. It's twitter.com/pimpmucker. I have a Facebook as well, but I'm not really using it. So yeah, that's all. Thanks. LD was a great fun, man.
Yeah, it was a pleasure. And guys, of course, be sure to follow him, twitter.com/pipmuckle. Thanks for joining me. That's going to wrap up our coverage of the Summit Europe today. With that being said, we do have Summit America action. That will kick off in, I believe, 4 hours. It's NA Rejects versus Snot, and the winner comes here to Los Angeles, joins EG as the second North American representative. But with that being said, guys, that concludes today's broadcast. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.